What's going on, champions? It's your coach MJ back at you with another episode of Sats and Success. It's time for us to learn and grow, so let's go. In last week's Wellness Wednesday episode, we were finally able to complete the series that we started back in mid-July. In mid-July, I started a series on what to do when life is stressing us out. What do you do? What do we do? What do we do when life is stressing us out to mentally recharge? What do we do to recharge when life is stressing us out physically? And then last week we talked about what we do when life is stressing us out to spiritually recharge. Phenomenal series. I'd advise you to go back and check that out. But we just wrapped it up last week because we had to take a detour. And such is life. Such is life. We often have to take a detour when we're going down the highway of life. And life put me on such a detour when we had to put to rest our little girl, our little dog of 16 years. And for the first time in my life, I experienced grief on a level that I've never felt before. Now, if you're not a dog lover, you wouldn't understand. You absolutely wouldn't understand. But I'm a dog lover. I absolutely love dogs. And one of the reasons why I love dogs is because dogs are more loyal to you than people. It's a fact. Dogs are more loyal to you than people. So it's one of the reasons why I love dogs, and I love my dog with all my heart. So it devastated me, and I'm still dealing with the effects. I'm still grieving, and I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've been dealing with because it's had a physical effect on me. And on this channel, we talk about the four pillars of health: your spiritual health, your mental health, your physical health, and your financial health. And I don't see too many channels. And, I follow not a lot, but I follow enough to know that there's not too many channels that's actually dealing and coaching or teaching you things in real time. And I'm going to do just that. There's no shame in my game. I'm going to be transparent because I want us all to learn. I want us all to grow. I want us all to level up together in this Sats and Success community. So let me tell you how I've fallen off the wagon physically due to grief. One of the things that I've been doing since I've been grieving the loss of our little dog Nina is I've been grief eating. I tell you, I don't know if there's ever been a time in my life where I've ate as bad as I've ate in the past 3 weeks. I'm not even a pop drinker. I've been drinking pop, soda, if you call it soda, like crazy. I've always had a sweet tooth, but everything in moderation. But I've been eating sweets like crazy, get up in the middle of the night, snacking, eating late at night, all the things that I don't do, which has led people to not believe the age that I am, because I'm very intentional about my physical health. And I have champions. I've fallen off the wagon. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be transparent and give it to you how it is. I have fallen off the wagon. And this past Monday, I made it a point to get back on the wagon. Now, see, for me, when it comes to like my physical health, I can turn it on and off just like that. But it's not that easy, all right? A lot of people don't have the discipline to turn it on and turn it off the way that I have. But here's the thing. If you have that type of discipline to be able to turn on and off your dieting, don't take that for granted. Because at some point, we all going to get older, right? And it's not as easy to turn it back. You may be able to turn it back on, but the results won't come as fast as they used to when you were younger and you can turn it on and off with your dieting. Okay? That's key. That's critical. Do not forget that. So I've turned it back on, and I've gotten back to my regimen of eating on Monday, eating right, eating properly. And typically what I do is I don't eat past 5:36, and I have protein shakes in my diet, which I abandoned when I fell off the wagon, and I cut out a lot of sugar and fried foods. And we know that those things are not good for our diet, but for most of us, we indulge anyway. But when I'm on my game, when I'm really, really intentional about staying healthy physically, being in shape, aside from the gym, because I never really turned that off. There were some days I missed. I wasn't in there as regular, but I didn't abandon missing out, skipping out on gym time. That was something I could not do. I actually used going to the gym as a relief valve for the grief I had been dealing with. And but the eating portion, I was absolutely god awfully horrible. I'm trying to think of a word to describe how bad I've been, and there is none. So if you got a word for me, drop it in the comment section. But that's just how bad I was with my eating, and my body felt it. I felt the sluggishness from eating all this sugar, all these carbs. I felt the weight gain. I felt everything. They say you are what you eat. I felt like what I was eating. I absolutely felt like what I was eating. And I didn't like it, but the grief kept me coming back for more. And so, again, on this past Monday, I started getting back to eating the way that I know that I should. And by the time the week is over, I will start feeling the effects of that. We really are what we eat. And so when we start eating and loading our bodies down with sugar and fried foods and carbs, bad carbs, boxed and bagged carbs are really bad for us. Okay, so if you just reduce your sugar and cut out the boxed and bagged carbs, your body will respond in a tremendous way. And I'm looking forward to my body responding to that. So this is, if you're looking in the back, you can see I'm at Purdue, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Been this past weekend, I've been road tripping with my nephew and visiting schools. He's a basketball player, D1 Jones. Shout out to him, chasing his dream. So I'm helping him chase his dream with him. So we had a phenomenal weekend visiting Indiana State and topping it off with Purdue, Fort Wayne. And that's why you see the sign in the back, because I took a moment to step away and record some content for you guys. But that's all I got for you. Let's get on this journey together. Let's get back to getting our physical health in the right direction. Typically, this is when a lot of people start to fall off in the fall and the winter time, because you're not as active. It's colder. You're wearing bigger and baggier clothes that can help hide some of the excess weight you start to put on because you start eating bad. But in this season, I have to do something differently. So I double dog dare you to do it with me. All right, I double dog dare you to start eating right, start eating better with me, and join this journey. And we're going to get back on the wagon because, like I said, I fell well off the wagon. I got drugged by the wagon, if you will. So I'm excited to get back on. That's all I got for you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And please, man, please, sir, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you're notified of content when it drops by turning on your bell notification. We'll see you on Financial Friday. I love you. I appreciate you.